So, I am on my last moment to the evening on my birthday, and it's almost 8:30, which means that the day is almost at its close. So, I'm here sitting down, enjoying some of the scenery, getting some fresh air, walking back from the library, and I don't know. I had a good birthday with just how the day has been. I woke up, I went shopping with Kip. We got some super good pizza. It was Little Caesars, so that's surprising. But they made it super well today, so we drove back. I went to the library. Now it's 8 o'clock, and the weather is perfect. It seriously is as perfect as you see the green leaves here and the water. Oh my god. I don't know if you guys can feel the outside weather, but it's what it is right now. So, it's been a pretty good day. Yep. Pretty easy day. I've been working on so many translation videos and just so many things. So, I'm just glad that today, at least the evening, is the perfect evening. This is why I am a spring April baby, because of this weather. Right over there. So very indigenous. You got the native Indians, you got the Chinese, Oriental natives, you got everybody that knows these waters. That reminds me of a picture with my mom in Mexico in the lagoon or small little stream, lake, somewhere in the mountains, in the forest mountain area. So, it's a good birthday to think about my mom again. Oh my god. I'm still very early in the grieving, so every time I think about my mom, I still am not over it. And just learning about how my mind thinks and how my heart feels, and relating with that educationally with all the indigenous forms of feelings. I may not ever really get over it. But I wouldn't trade having an option to forget my mom, because that is what healing in America is like. And I don't want to forget the feeling or the memory of my mom. So I carry her with me, and I let her walk the same path that I am. And she's out there somewhere in the distance in my head, so that I'm far away enough to where I can think about my mom and she's there. So I'm not alone. I'm not separate from her somewhere. She's a stable memory of the way she knows me, and I don't have to think Anglo-Saxon of her being some ghost somewhere here, somewhere lost, or stalking me, or any of that. I don't know, white people have weird beliefs sometimes. Even the little kids nowadays still believe those things about themselves and colored people. And so, you know, it's just nice that my mom's with God and her memory is still as strong and present with me. And so she's not gone. And I can think about her, which means that I am healing from her passing. And I get to enjoy small memories of her like this, and know that small memories like this also keep us together, and it's something beautiful she would want me to remember about her, about me, about who we are as people. And that I can enjoy a beautiful birthday with her presence with me at the perfect time that I want to think about my mother. So yeah, I'm 30 years old. And she obviously, I can still hear her saying that I'm still her little girl, and that I will never change in her eyes. So, I don't look too bad at 30. I can jump over the hurdle of me talking to my mom about how I'm 30 years old now and still feel good that I can still hear exactly what I know she'll say afterwards. That I still look like I'm barely 16 or 17. So it's just nice that I can still have those conversations with my mom, if that makes sense. And I can take away that I reach out to my mom to have the conversation and the time with her, dead or alive. And it's not based on trying to receive something or be provided with something. besides spending time with her and enjoying mother-daughter time, and then hearing, you know, some form of love and adoration, even if it is like, what are you talking about? You, it's like you never, she'd always say, it's like, why are you worried so much? It's like you never age. So I keep that in my head. Obviously, I like the more unfiltered raw version when she says those things and she's kind of mad at me because I'm worried over nothing. So yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy with my healing process right now. I can actually hear her voice. I can actually have a good memory recall of her voice. And that I feel her because I love her, and it's not a distance, like I'm detached from thinking about her by thinking about her. And you know, I have pictures of her uploaded, but like I don't need to necessarily carry a picture of her to remember her, and I don't have to think that I'm gonna lose my memories of her because I have her in big moments of my life. So I'm very thankful that I have that. Obviously, I tread lightly because I love and miss my mom. So, but I'm very, 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 hold on. I'm very happy that I'm not someone who didn't heal right and is somewhere else away from an actual memory with their mom. That was one of my worries when she died, and going to the funeral and then not knowing how distant I should be or how close to my mom in her casket, because I didn't know how much would hurt or heal me afterwards so that I could feel her and have her with me throughout my life. This is not necessarily a superstitious thing. It's just that I just didn't know. I wanted to provide her a respectful path for her to feel, or for me to feel like it was still a healthy earthly place with God for us to be together and that there was no special spell, no special trinket, no anything of that to have her around, because there's just too many religions or superstitions or spiritualities around here in America with their own things, so I wanted a true way of just saying my mom's here with me because she's here with me, and because we're in existence under God. So I wanted to make sure that in the right way I could have my mom with me. And I didn't know how touching her for the last time or not touching her for the last time would affect me remembering her, because I think of her and feel her with me, not how she looks. And my memory recall of our time together is what I keep with me, with the happiness and joy that none of it got taken away because of the trauma of her dying. So that's a big step. And that I'm in a good place in my life where everything's calm enough and not chaotic so that I can have time to feel her and to think about her without me having to worry about 50 different things going on in my life, or very stressful things that would hinder me or stop me from having those moments with her present in my mind and my feelings. And to know that we're both together underneath God, so that we do share a life together. So, alright, well, this is my video. Here's the rest of me for my age, 30, clean. And this modern youth should be so proud to know that I am not a drug addict, I am not crazy, I am still pursuing all of my education, and that I have learned to really care about my natural family looks instead of changing them from all the hairstyles and all the trends. So I've come back home. So there. I guess I'm doing pretty good. I enjoyed my childhood stage in life, and I'm starting a new stage. So I am very happy to be where she wants me to be. Starting a new stage in my life where I'm not a child, or I'm not in a child stage. I am stepping into an adult stage. So yeah. Of course, think about the rest of my family. I just think that even they would prefer me to focus on healing and keeping my mom in presence so that, me included, we can all heal in our family. She was the baby girl of the family, and she's gone. And what is left are the rest of the older crowd of family members. So, you know, it's just preparing all of us to take these steps into this next portion of our life, in case there's more parents, more uncles, more aunts, or cousins that step over onto the next stage or the next step. That would be step. So yeah. Anyways. Yeah. So that I don't forget. Born 96. April 8th, 1996. And this birthday in Idaho, it's not snowing in the middle of spring like it did on my birthday. Probably when I was like 14 or 16. No, in that category. Anyways, I'm gonna continue on my way.